All right, I'm just gonna say it. I'm doing a M50 turbo with my old engine since we're rebuilding it anyway. If I wasn't going to say what I'm doing, it was going to be very obvious soon, so I'm just spilling the beans right now. We're gonna go over like the setup in full detail in a different video, but for now I just want it to be out there so I can continue without it being a secret. So yeah, you guys are now informed. We can go back to the video. As you can see, there's a couple of new pieces to the puzzle. I'm gonna go over them quickly. I think I'll go into more detail later on, but basically I got a second-hand turbo kit. It came with a broken wastegate. The threads are gone. It came with a bunch of clamps, V-bands. It came with a back housing. It came with a turbo intercooler manifold, a working wastegate, supposedly working wastegate, a 3-inch exhaust, I guess. I haven't measured it yet, but a full exhaust, cat back downpipe, 2-piece downpipe with a recirculation for the wastegate, optional, so I can have it open and close it / recirculate it. Blow off valve, intercooler piping, a turbo protective guard, like a oil drain, 3-port mag valve, I guess. I do have a new one, or I should have a new one. I still didn't pick up the ECU that I'm gonna work with. That's going to be the Link plug and play for E36. This is a oil feed. I think oil feed and drain are fine. I'm gonna buy new couplers and new things that I think need new, but yeah, basically that's it. So intercooler is like, yeah, it's mangled, it's bent, so I'm going to order a new one, I guess. It supposedly works, but as you can see, it's bent. I spent like a half an hour, maybe an hour, with like bending everything back. These fins, as you can see, there's like a couple of them that you can see that are bent back, but then I turned it around without actually looking into it, and this fucking side is completely mangled. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it. It's dirty. I'm gonna get a new one. Turbo manifold flange wasn't perfect. I bent it back. The thickness across the whole flange isn't the same, so they have worked on the flange before. It is thicker here, less thick there, and thicker there, so it was skimmed when it was a banana. I bent it back. We're gonna see how this works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have somebody that I know weld a new flange to it, and then we can have it skimmed. I think that'll work. It's got a tile wastegate, tile blow-off valve, a little more detail on the turbo. Not sure how good you can see this, but this is a S200 SX. It's supposedly new in box. I checked it out quickly. It looked new, so that's good. And it has a back housing 1.15 AR V-band. So yeah, turbo is something like a G25 660 or a G30 660, so it's pretty small, but with me having low compression with the spacer plate and 2 head gaskets set up, I think that'll be fine, but we'll get into details later, as I've said before. For now, I do have a new plunger. The one that I had previously, or stock one, was completely toast, so we're gonna reassemble the pump with this new plunger. It is a pressure relief valve. It only opens when the pressure is too high. Before we continue with the oil pump, I probably didn't really speak on why exactly I got the second-hand kit. First of all, I did not have the budget to order everything new. When I go more into detail, I'll probably tell the price of it. And then second of all, I do not know how to TIG weld. I don't have the welder for that. I don't have the skills for that. And that means that even if I buy, for example, turbo manifold and intercooler, then I would still have to order pipes and get the whole exhaust together, which basically means get the car, put it on a trailer, bring it somewhere to a shop where they can measure everything out and do it. Now this came off of a 4-door E36 with an M50, so I know it'll work, and that's basically the reasoning behind it. Plus, even if this wastegate doesn't work, I can buy exactly the same one, put it on there. even if the blow-off valve doesn't work, I can buy exactly the same one, put it on there, and it is what I'm going to do with the intercooler. So that's my reasoning. There's a couple of dents in the exhaust itself. I don't know if you can see, probably right here. Yeah. So I know it's not new. It's why I paid the price that I did, and now I'm going to live with whatever decision I made. So let's continue. Old, new, new. First, I'm going to try and get this O-ring off. And there we go. Out with the old. Let's oil up the new ring. And there we go. I hope this slips on nicely. Perfect. Now I took everything out in that way, so we're going to put it back in a similar way. This one in like that. And there we go. And then this one supposedly goes here. Jesus. Oof. You can see that the C-clip moves, so it is definitely in the groove. Alrighty, I suppose the oil pump assembly now is good. We put the new plunger in there, new spring, new O-ring, and a new C-clip, so now the pressure should be okay for the valve. We oiled up everything inside. Maybe it would have been better to use assembly lube, but it is what it is. Now we still have this box. I have a new oil pump chain. I also have like the 3 bolts that go in the oil pump and a oil pump nut with safety wire combo. So we already have a new gasket on here, but next time around I'll do some more research on where exactly to drill 2 holes, because I'm be running the Volkswagen oil pump chain tensioner, so I'll need to drill a hole, tap it, and also drill another hole for the spring, or like the retainer, to go in so that there's pressure. I also still need to drill out this baffle. I think this is only one like spot that needs drilling. This is like some kind of rivet, and I'm going to order a oil pan baffle. I'll show you guys when it arrives. I still have to order it, but supposedly you only need to like tap one hole or use one rivet to hold it down, so we'll see how that works out. So let's get it.